Hello, I'm Joe Robinson with marketing at Ferrum, and today I'm joined by Ian Friend, our CEO, COO, who is going to share with us a little bit about our journey with staking. We offer staking as a white label service, and we have for a few years now. We've helped over 150 companies stake and use our white label service. Ian, I wanted to get your take and your story on why Ferrum got into staking and how it got into staking, kind of the history of Ferrum Network's staking technology.
Thanks, Joe. Yeah, I think this story is really emblematic of something that I found to be very true as a founder of a crypto project and being in the tech industry. If you are solving a problem for yourself, it's likely that others have that same problem. And that's kind of the story of our staking technology. We actually launched this product first for the Ferrum FRM token all the way back in 2019. We had just launched our token. We had done our ICO. We listed on the exchange, and we had begun building out some of our products. But we were experiencing what I think a lot of projects experience, post token generation event, and you've had a lot of hype and everything leading up to that, and hopefully you've done a good job and you've launched a token. But there's usually a lull period after that where a lot of people start selling. Crypto investors aren't known for being the most patient types. And so we were experiencing some pretty significant sell pressure. And keep in mind, this is in the midst of the last crypto winter as well. So the bear market certainly didn't help. But we needed to find a solution to the problem of this rampant selling that we were seeing. And so my co-founder came up with a very brilliant solution using smart contracts. And this was, before DeFi was really even a term, honestly. The idea was, let's use Solidity smart contracts to create sort of a stake and lock system, which based on the amount of time the tokens are locked for, they're earning, the user would earn a certain rate of APR. Simple concept, really, but hadn't been done before in at least an industry-wide scale at that point. And so we first deployed it for the Ferrum token. It got a lot of excitement, and the community loved it. And the first, version of the UI was quite crude. It wasn't, it's the product's evolved and improved since then pretty significantly. But even so, the fanfare around it was pretty good. And a few months later, other projects had gotten wind of it, I guess, and they started to approach us and ask if they could, we could deploy it, on their behalf as a white label solution. We thought, maybe we're onto something here.
Right.
Like someone starts coming to you, ask for something that's indication of product market fit. We just sort of ran with it, which I'm very glad that we did. So, but it was one of those perfect examples of necessity is the mother of all invention. Well, we had a need for it, and it turns out sort of a lot of other people in crypto.
Amazing. And then it's since evolved since that original technology into a few other types of staking that we offer that we don't need to get into the details now. We will be doing more videos on that, but could you talk a little bit about that and how it's evolved a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think one of our key reasons why we've had success in this industry is that we've been able to take feedback we've gotten from our customers, partners, our investors, our community, and create products that solve their problems. And so as time went on, it became apparent that we might need to evolve the staking product and create additional functionalities or features within it. So since we launched that original sort of just lock and earn staking smart contract, we've since developed, I think, 5 or 6 different kinds of staking technologies, which can all be mixed and matched by a project to really fit their needs. So, for instance, we have NFT staking. Stake tokens to earn an NFT, which is a really powerful concept. We have multi-token staking. If you're a dual token ecosystem, you may need to provide utility for one token and pay out rewards in a different token, and vice versa potentially. So multi-token staking. Similarly, we have something called liquidity staking. This incentivizes users to add liquidity to a DEX like a Uniswap or a PancakeSwap, stake their LP token they receive for that to earn rewards in the native token. We have something called VIP staking, which is maybe one of my favorite kinds because it is very, very customizable, and gets sort of the creative juices flowing. Because what that allows you to do is place a limit or restriction around who can stake in a pool, and then then the question becomes, well, how do you qualify to stake in that pool? And we've done things like pre-sale staking. So if you've invested in a pre-sale, you get access to this VIP pool. Or you can do a series of pools, or if you stake in one pool, two pool, three pools, then you get access to this VIP pool at the end. If you hold an NFT, you get access to this VIP pool. So on and on, you can think of all these different creative ways where you would want, to incentivize people to utilize the VIP staking. So I think that's off the top of my head, the 4 or 5, and of course we have the single asset staking, which is kind of our traditional original staking, stake token A to earn token A, which is tried and true and works great. And projects are still coming to us for that even 2 years later. So a lot of evolution, but it all ultimately came down to what problems are we solving for our users.
Totally. And on the user end, I have used a lot of these technologies, and it does make being a part of that community a lot more fun as an investor, as a user. So I think this is something that any project or company that has a token or is going to have a token should strongly consider incorporating into their plan, into their business model, because it's just a tremendous asset. Ian, thanks so much for taking the time. Really appreciate it. And we'll be releasing more videos on our staking technology. You can check out all the videos here on YouTube under products. Thanks so much for your time. Thank you.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks, everyone.